I was thinking about jealousy and controlling, trying to control things and judging people. And there's many levels why this isn't good for you. The first being the scientific level and spiritual level, because, you know, it's been said over and over throughout the eons of ages, but people a lot of times don't let it sink in that your inside world is the real world. What you think, what you plan, your opinions, you're making the outside world. You're conjuring it up. You're accomplishing it. Think of what Einstein said, among the many things he said on this subject, is that imagination is the preview of coming attractions. So you plan what's going to happen. You see it vividly enough in your mind, and it comes to fruition. It has to, because it is the energy that is the cause. It's causative energy. You're imagining something, or you're remembering something strongly, or people manifest. They learn how to manifest. It's energy that's going in a direction that creates a great force. And then, what is there with cause? Effect. You touch a hot stove is a cause of getting burned. Getting burned is the effect. If you imagine somebody you like having a positive reaction towards you, and they smile, and it makes you feel warm, and that warmth is a great energy. That's the energy that the world is made out of. That's the energy the universe works on. The energy that comes from the mind. In the beginning was the Word. I mean, even the Bible steers to this. The kingdom is within. Whatever happens in the outer world is the effect of what was accomplished in the inner world. And thus Einstein says, the imagination is the preview of coming attractions. And how true that is. So, when you think about jealousy, trying to control things, judging people, let's say somebody you like also likes someone else. And, all those feelings get you mixed up. And they're not fun. They're not fun. And you're not happy thinking these feelings because you're rubbing up against something instead of being free. And it's self-defeating because that person didn't feel that jealousy and that mixed up feeling, and they won't want to be around that. And not only that, but you don't feel free. You don't feel happy with a toxic kind of energy, thinking, I've got to make that person like me. What happened? Why does he like that other person? Now I don't like that other person he likes. And all this nonsense. So the reason it's self-defeating in the end is that person you like won't want to be around you. And you won't want to be around yourself because you're miserable. So there's that scientific and spiritual knowing that the outer world is kind of a picture show, kind of ethereal, and what you make in your mind plays out. Karma. So there's that. Now there's other reasons why jealousy isn't good for you. Let's look at the inner world and somebody that you care about. You have experiences with that person, and the memories were good. There was kindnesses, and there was, little flirtations or whatever it was. that was so dear to you. And you're storing these memories one after the other. And that's what you have. That's your thread with that person. And that person has other threads with other people. But that has nothing to do with you at all. So you have things that have happened with this person that bring you to remember them dearly and want to be around them. Okay, well, collect these experiences. That's your repertoire with this person. If there was an argument and a bad feeling when you were jealous and it was kind of a bad feeling energy in the room, well, that's one of the X's in your report. You want check marks and X's. You don't want many of those experiences to char your history with this person. That's all in your mind. And by the way, if you did have an unfortunate experience where something was said that was negative, you can even change that. I mean, thought is that powerful that you can go back and erase, rewind, and erase. Go back to where you said the wrong thing. Think about it. And then go back and say what you would have loved to have said. And then look at that person's face. And they see that in you. The righteousness, or the kindness, or the attraction back that they have for you. And then that's a stamp in history right there. You've updated that bad memory to a good experience. And try it. Next time you see that person, instead of avoiding you, they'll look at you. That's the last experience they've had too. Because, the skin and places and time even is transcendent. I mean, there's when a moment you're feeling love for somebody, doesn't matter if they're in China, they're feeling it as open-minded and as perceiving as they are. That's the degree they'll feel it. Now let's look at jealousy purely on an outer world basis. If you don't even think of spirituality or science. But in the outer world, okay, you like somebody and you have these memories of them. You have these experiences that were so nice. And let's say you're a sports-minded person. You're trying to achieve. So you're thinking, okay, am I going to win this tournament? Let's say you've got John or somebody and you like John. Am I going to win this tournament to have John's attention toward me be nice, be attracting? Okay, well, we had this experience and that was good. We had this experience and it was good. And then he started seeing someone else. And that could have been bad, but I'm learning. So it was also good because I stayed to myself and minded my own business and did some other things that were also important to me and bided the time. So all he's got of memories of me is for the long-term memory. For a long time ago, he remembers all those nice things that I remember. And for the short-term memory, when he was seeing someone else, he remembers that I was absent. But he doesn't remember that I was hanging around and luring around and being negative. He just remembers me not being there, which absence makes the heart grow fonder. So when you add up all the experiences that John's going to have, he's thinking, well, I had you, Sharon, okay, and I had this other person, and this other person, and this other person, and even back a long time ago I had this other person, other person, other person. And his mind, you know, computerized as we are, it remembers all the really good things. And by golly, the experiences with Sharon that were good, there's many more of those than there are. The old ones, and then the new ones. You know, I was thinking of her even when she wasn't around. And so when you're tallying up the score, you were patient. So you got all the longing that he feels, that he once felt for you. It comes back to him because you've got a good score. And finally, jealousy, controlling, judging, they're negative, they're bad habits. So anybody that felt you feeling those energies was an inharmonious event. So instead of being jealous, if John has a crush on somebody else, be happy that he's going through an experience and that he's going to learn from it. And it might bring you into a new realm of people different than him, which is why it's happening, which will be good. You have to know that it's going to be good because everything works out for the good. So the ultimate question after all of this then is, why is whatever happens for the good? Well, evolution teaches you. And let's say you never were to be with this man and not to see him anymore and moved into an ultimately better understanding of life and a deeper relationship because of it. Why is this good when you wanted to be with that person? Because think of cause and effect again. What caused the material world, the outer world, to be what it was? A deep desire, energy that was not going to be dismissed. It was what you wanted for your life. Now that deepest desire for your own good trumped the desire to have what you had in this circumstance. For you had already learned what you needed to learn from these people that you were around. You were ready to go deeper. So your deepest desires were the cause of where you're going to go. And if you were to stay, you would be thwarted. You'd be spinning your wheels, learning something that you've already learned. So know that everything is your own decision. And when you don't control and you don't judge and let what comes of itself come in evolution, then you should welcome what is opened up for you, because it's going to help you to become free and pure from all tainted beliefs and thoughts, and you will get happier and happier.